the future martial arts man.
Marshal St. Cumberland, shocked, said, "What did you say?" Lu Sheng smirked and said, "Heh heh." As he activated his skill and transformed, Marshal St. Lin Jingyu, equally shocked, muttered to herself, "It's actually him," Lu Sheng declared. The first step begins with shattering the high tower as he gathered energy in his fist. With a sudden, devastating punch to the ground, the earth beneath them shattered and collapsed. Marshal St. Cumberland shouted, "Danger! Go down quickly." As the martial saints surrounded Lu Sheng, he suddenly vanished, reappearing as he casually walked out. Marshal St. Cumberland narrowed his eyes. "Easterner, who exactly are you?" Before he could react, a powerful fist slammed into his face. Lu Sheng had struck him so hard that another crater formed in the ground. "If you defeat me, I will tell you," Lu Sheng said calmly. With his face now bloodied and broken, Cumberland roared in rage and charged at Lu Sheng. "Bastard!" Lu Sheng countered with a brutal kick, sending Cumberland flying. As the other martial saints watched in stunned silence, they muttered, "Ah." Cumberland, humiliated, bellowed, "You all, what are you still staring at? Come and help Mum." Before anyone could react, Lu Sheng stomped on him, pinning him to the ground. A pretty boy gasped, "What?" The president of the World Martial Association, the chairman of the Western Martial Alliance, and one of the top 5 martial saints in the world, Cumberland. An ugly man added in disbelief, "He's being crushed under his feet?" The pretty boy's face twisted in horror. He can't even handle an unknown level 8 Eastern youth? He's getting beaten so badly that he's begging us for help. Outrageous. "Let's all kill this Easterner together," someone shouted. "Witness the wrath of the Western martial saints." The martial saints of the West leaped towards Lu Sheng. Meanwhile, an ugly martial saint's eyes landed on a massive crystal. "Energy crystal," he muttered greedily. "This is a good opportunity." While they are fighting, he reached out, attempting to seize the crystal, but before he could even touch it, Lu Sheng, standing behind him, spoke coldly. "The spoils belong only to the final victor. How could you so blatantly break the rules?" Before the martial saint could react, he was struck at blinding speed. Lu Sheng suddenly stood in front of him. The ugly martial saint looked down at his chest, where a massive hole had appeared. Lu Sheng sneered, "It feels like the Western martial saints were raised on pills, so weak." The man collapsed to the ground. Lu Sheng scanned the battlefield. "I want to see which little greedy cat still doesn't want to follow the rules." An old martial saint trembled. "How can he be this strong? It makes no sense. Why does someone like this exist? Harold, who in the world is he?" Harold, sweating profusely, stammered, This." Lu Sheng raised his hand and declared, "This battle will undoubtedly go down in history in the 317th year of martial arts. 21 level 9 powerhouses of Earth fought at the Thousand Saints Island in the Western Ocean. With a single chopping motion, the land beneath them split in half. And they were all completely defeated." The martial saint screamed in panic. "Wah! Is he destroying the whole Isis land?" Another martial saint roared, "I refuse to accept this. Everyone, let's attack together. Dharma form, activate." Towering avatars emerged over the island as they prepared for battle. From a distance, a sexy girl with glasses whispered in disbelief, "It's him. It's really him." Dong Shengyi exhaled sharply. "No wonder he went easy on us. Turns out, after all this back and forth, Lu Sheng, this B brother-in-law is beating people up again?" The central marshal clenched his fists. Is this the future god of our military?" The northern marshal smirked. "I told you, there aren't that many freaks in the world who could defy all logic." "Ha! Only such a prodigy deserves to be revered as a god by our military," another added. "Our military is destined to rise, and to rise greatly." The Western marshal murmured, "Fighting over 20 martial saints, my goodness." Fiona's eyes widened in shock. "Why? Why did the man I like suddenly change his appearance, then beat up my father, and now he's fighting all the martial saints? Why?" Her assistant grabbed her arm. "Princess, let's go. It's dangerous here." Meanwhile, Lu Sheng stood silently atop the massive energy crystal. "Long time no see," he said. "Marshal Saint Tan, why haven't you revealed your Dharma form yet? Still hiding it? Do you really need to feel pain before you go all out?" His gaze hardened. "I've crushed your will projection countless times in the 7th Martial Saint Tower. Now, I finally have the chance to beat up the real you." Marshal Saint Tan Zhongyu stared at him before scoffing. He slowly unsheathed his sword, running his fingers along the blade as his power flowed into it. Concentrating, he murmured, "Flowing clouds," and flicked his sword forward. "Clear blade!" From the sky, countless invisible blades rained down. Marshal St. Lin Zhengyue's face darkened. Tan Zhongyu has finally made his move. Invisible slashes. This is his ultimate technique. A shirtless martial saint squinted. He made a move, but why don't I see anything? Lin Zhengyu clenched his fists. No, without a doubt he has already attacked with his full strength. Tan Zhongyu has already reached this level? Tan Zhongyu's eyes gleamed coldly. Slash the heavens! As the blades descended, the battlefield trembled. Lu Sheng muttered, this feeling, something invisible is coming. He raised his hand, preparing to catch the giant blade. As the attack descended, Lu Sheng stopped it effortlessly with his fingers. The martial saints felt the intense pressure and cried out, "Wow, what's going on?" Martial Saint Lin Zhengyu gasped. He blocked that invisible slash? Lu Sheng examined the blade and scoffed. It's something, but not much. It's practically nothing. Cracks began to form along the surface of the blade. Lu Sheng raised his kung fu fingers. Martial Saint Tan Zhongyu's eyes widened in shock. Suddenly, Lu Sheng charged toward him. So, are you feeling a bit more awake now? With a powerful punch to Tan Zhongyu's stomach, the martial saint let out a pained cry. Ah! As he was sent flying. Watching him struggle, Lu Sheng smirked. Martial Saint Tan, if you still don't use your Dharma form in your full power, I'm afraid you won't have the chance to use it. Tan Zhongyu managed to regain his footing. Rage surged through him as he growled. I underestimated you. I will show you. A fierce energy erupted around him. My Tan Zhongyu's divine power. A brown-clad martial saint gasped. This Easterner, to think that he is harnessing such a vast power of heaven and earth. The winds roared. The clouds churned. A massive sword materialized in the sky, hovering above them. Harold stammered, This is the Dharma form of that Eastern martial saint. The Dharma form stands over 1,400 meters tall. Even Cumberland can't compare to this. A man whispered in awe, how is the Dragon Nation's bright jade martial saint so terrifyingly strong? He only reached level 9 less than 20 years ago. A long-haired man nodded. No wonder Cumberland mentioned wanting to recruit him as the vice president of the Martial Association. It seems that it's true. Martial Saint Lin Zhengyue clenched her fists. Having been a Dragon Nation martial saint for decades, I never realized Tan Zhongyu's strength had already reached such heights. Tan Zhongyu's eyes glowed with determination. My will is like a blade, capable of cutting through everything. While you, Lu Sheng, wanted to use US level 9s as whetstones, why can't I do the same? He exhaled sharply. Today, I must thank you. I have a feeling. Lu Sheng stood silently, watching him. Tan Zhongyu smirked. That after this battle, I will undoubtedly break through to an even higher realm. The giant sword above them suddenly descended, hurtling toward Lu Sheng at incredible speed. Lu Sheng muttered, Do you know, I've seen a sword light 10,000 times more dazzling than yours. Clenching his fist, he declared, 5 Realms Fist Technique, Star Shatter. With an explosive force, his punch met the colossal blade head-on. A deafening explosion shook the entire island as waves of energy erupted outward. A hooded figure gritted his teeth. Ugh! What kind of immense power is this? Martial Saint Lin Zhengyue shielded her face, but the force was too much. Her mask was torn away. Arr! Lu Sheng continued pressing against the massive blade. Cracks spread across its surface, then with a thunderous shatter, the giant sword broke apart. Martial Saint Tan Zhongyu staggered, gasping for breath. Why? Are you this powerful? Blood spilled from his mouth as he coughed, PPF'd, before collapsing to the ground like a lifeless fly. Lu Sheng scoffed. What stone, you say? He stepped toward Tan Zhongyu's fallen body, his gaze cold. Tan Zhongyu, are you even worthy of that? The other martial saints stood frozen in disbelief. What? Tan Zhongyu was defeated too? Lu Sheng turned toward them, his expression unreadable. And you guys? His voice was calm yet filled with menace. Did you think I called you all here to watch a show? A man suddenly leaped at Lu Sheng from behind. Lad, you're way too arrogant. No matter what, I'm still a martial. Before he could finish, Lu Sheng struck him effortlessly. The man crashed to the ground. Lu Sheng sneered. Don't forget, I called you all here. His eyes gleamed with an almost playful cruelty. To get beaten up. A bald martial saint barely had time to react before Lu Sheng's fist slammed into his face. Gua! He screamed in agony as he was sent flying. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.